Hello and welcome to the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Officers Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event for transfer students. We have some fantastic schools tonight that are here with us. I can't wait for you to hear from them, but I have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can, though, use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can leave a question for all of our representatives to answer about their schools. Maybe you're looking for a certain major or out of classroom program. You can also, though, direct your questions to a specific school by including the name of the school with your question, so the representative will know you are hoping to hear from them. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening, so be sure to check out the schedule and join us for the upcoming sessions following this one. It's not too late to register. And also this presentation, like all of the presentations that are part of the virtual college fair, are being recorded. They're going to be available at that same website where you registered, strivescan.com/Virginia, and they'll be posted in the coming days. So we hope that you'll watch this again, share it with family and friends, or check out other sessions you might not have been able to attend. All right, well, I'm very excited to turn it over to our very first school for tonight. We're going to be learning all about Radford University. Hey, Opal, we can see you, but you're muted at the moment.
Okay, now can you see it?
I don't see your screen share yet, but we do see you and hear you.
All right, here we go. Okay, now am I good to go?
It's not coming yet.
Oh no. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness.
You want to give it one more try? If not, I can always ask the next school to present and we can sort it out if you'd like to have a couple more minutes.
Let's see, share screen, we're going to 2.
Yes, we are good to go now.
Yay, great.
All right, take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Opal Merchant. I'm the Associate Director for Transfer Admissions at Radford. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight to learn about a lot of just wonderful institutions. I think we're all happy to be here and share information with you guys. So I'm going to talk to you briefly about Radford University. Radford has a little over 10,695 students. We are 57% female, 43% male, and 30% of our student enrollment is first generation. I think that's something that Radford truly prides itself on, is being welcoming and open to all students, but particularly those who are first generation. And later on in the presentation, I'll talk to you guys about some of the services that we have in place to help everyone to be successful. Okay, as far as academic programs, as you can see on the screen, we have a lot. We have well over 108 academic programs. Our average classroom size is going to be right around 20 students. Naturally, as you progress through your major related classes, that class size gets smaller and smaller. The student to faculty ratio is 14:1. And fewer than 3% of our classes are taught by graduate assistants. So with that student to faculty ratio being 14:1, remember that number is very important because that shows that students have direct one-on-one interaction with their instructors. You will feel comfortable in all of your classes. You won't feel like you're in an ocean. Radford is small enough to be able to offer that personalized attention in all of our classrooms. And hopefully by, you guys will see with that small student to ratio number, not only does that help you to interact and get to know your professors, but also your peers. As far as campus life and resources, we want students to be successful, of course, both inside and outside of the classroom. Some important Campus resource offices are listed down on the lower left-hand corner of your screen. We'll start with the Center for Accessibility Services. That center works with students who has like an IEP. They need some special accommodations to be successful in their classes. If you have an IEP, make sure, or even a 504 plan, make sure you submit that to the Center for Accessibility Services after you've been admitted, so that they will help get things set up and in place for you to be successful on day one when you come to campus for classes. The Center for Career and Talent Development, that's going to be career services. We do encourage students to get involved in that office really early on. If you have a resume or a cover letter, bring it with you. Our staff will help you to fine tune it and to really improve it. If you don't have one, that's okay too. Center for Career and Talent Development will help you to put one together. They're going to help you to improve your interview skills. We have it's called a Highlander database, where a lot of our alums will report back to campus with job openings that their organizations may have. And so that's available to our juniors and seniors when they're looking for internships or even co-op opportunities, to be able to search that information and, of course, apply for some of those jobs. The Center for Diversity and Inclusion, that keeps the campuses well informed on any and all issues related to diversity. They put on programming throughout the academic year. They have a very nice lounge where students can go hang out. I encourage students to definitely hang out in that office, because you're going to meet students from all over the world and just from all backgrounds. The Harvey Knowledge Center offers free tutoring across all disciplines on campus. So make sure if you're struggling with something, get on the appointment books for the Harvey Knowledge Center so that you can get free tutoring. We also have a military resource center that has services for our military dependents and active service men and women. As far as campus life, we are in the Division I Big South Conference. We have 16 men's and women's athletic teams. We have well over 300 clubs and organizations, things that range from sororities and fraternities to service and social events. So get involved. Housing is available to anyone who wants to live on campus, and we do have 7 living and learning communities which are centered around different things. So one of those themes would be the visual and performing arts. If you have an interest in that or you're majoring in that, you can live in that building, and there's programming that goes on that's centered around that. Here on the screen, you can see that Radford is very affordable. More than 82% of our students do receive some sort of financial aid. I see Jennifer. She's warning me, so I'm going to move along. And then most importantly, how to apply. We do request that students submit either the Radford University application or the Common App, official college transcripts, high school transcripts. Optional materials include personal statements and letters of recommendation. And our 2 priority deadlines are listed on the screen. March 1st is for the fall class. November 1st is for the spring term. Our contact information is at the bottom, so definitely reach out and let us know if you have any questions. And
thanks, Opal.
finally, come visit us.
6 minutes. I know it flies by so fast. Just
it does. Come visit us.
Remember, these are just sneak peeks. There is so much more than any of these reps can cover in 6 minutes. So if you're curious, definitely be sure you're getting that contact information. Also keep an eye on the chat, because all of our representatives will be dropping some contact info in there for you to make follow-up even easier. And don't forget, you can also add questions to that Q&A button for more specific questions you might be having. Thanks, Opal, again for presenting on Radford. And next we're moving on to the University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. My name is Abigail Germain, and I am a transfer admissions coordinator here at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. I am also a proud alum of UNCW, so I'm so excited to be able to speak with you all tonight about why UNCW is truly like no other. So first of all, we can't talk about UNCW without talking about the area that we're in. We are located in Wilmington, North Carolina, right on the coast of North Carolina, and campus specifically is located centrally within Wilmington, meaning that we're only 5 miles from Wrightsville Beach, which is really special, and 5 miles from the historic downtown riverfront that you see on your screen. Just to give you some statistics, to give you a broad idea of UNCW at a glance. As of this fall, we are a little bit over 18,000 students strong that we're really proud of. And that is broken down between undergraduate and graduate students on your screen. And we do offer 58 different bachelor's programs to pick from. Of those 58 bachelor's programs, I've listed the most popular ones here, especially for our transfer students. You'll see I majored in communication studies myself. Our film studies program is also really popular. Being in Wilmington, it's also known as the Hollywood of the East Coast, or Wilmywood. We have a booming film scene here for any of y'all who may be interested in film studies. We're also, of course, extremely well known for our marine biology program. Being so close to the beach gives you that opportunity for hands-on learning. So what sets UNCW apart from other schools? Well, being 18,000 students strong, we are big enough to offer you experiences that you can't get at other schools, but we're still proud to offer an average class size of only 27 students, meaning that we maintain that small college feel, and our student to faculty ratio is only 18:1, meaning that you're going to be able to build personal relationships with your professors. I can say from my own personal experience that my professors are some of my greatest mentors and coaches to this day post-graduation. Also here at UNCW, we pride ourselves on our applied learning. It just means hands-on learning opportunities that we offer for each of our students. Everyone is required to participate in hands-on learning, something that we really value here. And you can see on your screen all the different ways to get involved. For just one example of our research and discovery opportunities, I'm going to highlight our marine biology program that I mentioned earlier. We do have a Center for Marine Science here at UNCW. It's located just a few miles from main campus. We have buses that go back and forth, and it is an active laboratory for our marine biology students to get involved in, meaning that if you pick marine biology, you're not just learning out of a textbook, you are truly getting into the water and working with whatever it is that you're studying at the time, which is super cool. We also offer over 1,000 different study abroad programs in many different countries, meaning that regardless of your major or how long you want to study, we have something for you. Just want to note here that we do have durations of study that go all the way up to 2 years if you really want to immerse yourself in a culture, or we have durations of study as short as a spring break trip, meaning that there's always time for you to study abroad during your undergraduate experience. We also offer so many different internships across our majors. Here, I would love to highlight our film studies program that I mentioned earlier. Our film studies program is proud to offer about 100 different internship opportunities every year, and our students get to participate in about 500 motion picture projects every year, which is really exciting. So that just means that even though film can be a really competitive field to break into, our students are getting that firsthand experience and making those connections while they're still in their undergraduate program. Just wanted to throw some statistics up on your screen here. One that I would love to highlight is what I'm so proud of as a transfer admissions coordinator is every class that we welcome each year is almost made up of half transfer students. So if you choose UNCW to transfer to, you will truly not feel singled out or alone coming in as a transfer student. There are going to be so many people who understand the situation that you're in, and your professors will also be able to support you as a transfer student. So if you've loved what you've heard, just to highlight our admissions process, you can apply to UNCW either on our website directly or through cfnc.org. At the time you apply, we're going to require all your transcripts, including high school, which is going to include your GED, or your homeschool transcript if you were homeschooled, and post-secondary transcript from any college or university that you've attended, as well as your military transcript, your joint service transcript, if that's applicable to you. We recommend that students apply, come in with a 2.5 GPA and at least 24 hours complete or in progress, 6 of those hours being a transferable English and 3 being a transferable math. We do have what's called a transfer articulation tool on our website for you to see exactly how your courses will transfer. And our summer and fall entry deadline isn't until March 1st, so you have some time to get started on that application. And I highly, highly encourage you to get engaged with us either on our social media or through one of our many virtual events that are coming up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abigail, for presenting on University of North Carolina, Wilmington. We're moving on to our third school. We're going to be learning all about Randolph College.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Scott Cooper. I am the Director of Recruitment here at Randolph College, but I'm also filling in for our lovely transfer counselors, Miss Joy McGrath, and also Penelope Doss. But once again, we are Randolph College. We're a small private liberal arts college located in Lynchburg, Virginia, residential area, our residential campus. I apologize for that, where we're surrounded by this beautiful red brick wall. As you can see, there's a phenomenal bird's eye view. We have a lot of opportunities for friends, food, and of course, the small class sizes here at Randolph College. So our student body is around 600 students with the class size of 13, but also we have an average student to faculty ratio of 8:1, which also leads us to have the number 16th rank in the nation professor accessibility. So you have a very hands-on, inclusive, but fun education experience here at Randolph College, and having the opportunity to cultivate your experience here at Randolph College is what we specialize in. Now, we have a little less than 30 majors, over 40 minors, 3 graduate degree programs, 4 pre-professional programs with a teacher licensure programs. Some of our most popular programs cultivate in the STEM and also fine arts field. But if you're looking for something outside of that, we do have options in different phases and facets. Also, we have a design your own major degree where if you don't see something here you like and you're looking to put 2 and 2 together to make the major that you're looking for, we do have that option here at Randolph College. Now to one thing that makes us very unique, that's a little bit different, is our Take 2 philosophy. Most institutions, you'll usually take 3 classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and 2 classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've done away with that completely, and you take 2 classes per 7 weeks. So you take one of your classes on Mondays, both of your classes on Tuesdays. You never have class on Wednesdays, or the faculty likes to say an academic day, but kids just love the fact that they have no classes on Wednesdays, one of your classes on Thursdays, and both of your classes on Fridays. We feel this is not only more realistic to how the real world is in balancing education and work, but you also have more opportunities to create the brand that you're looking for within the institution, also outside of the institution, while managing a job and have an opportunity to create more internship opportunities here. We do have transition programs here at Randolph College, such as Super, where you can come in 2 weeks earlier if need be. We also have academic services, where if there is services needed of accommodations for certain class settings, or just a tutor, we do offer those through our Academic Services Center. One of the most important, or actually I feel the most important building, area on this campus is our Career Development Center, because this is where you actually position yourself to be able to be successful after you graduate here. And last but not least, our advising, where you have that one-on-one relationship, as I stated earlier, the small class size and also the small student body allows you to have that personal relationship with your professor and your advisor. Another thing about Randolph College is during exam week, you actually get to pick when you take your exam. So that's a part along the lines of being able to just build what you need here at Randolph College to be successful. Now, what does being original mean? We want you to be an original while embracing and making your footprint here on Randolph College. So that can consist of being a player. We are Division III athletically in one of the most competitive conferences in Division III, which is the ODAC. We also have a newly renovated athletic center here that students and families and staff have all loved to be a part of. We want you to be an artist. Being that we start off as a fine arts school, we have numerous opportunities for you to be in the theater, but also be behind the scenes of theater. We also have our own Mayer Museum of Art that is located on campus that is open to the community. And we're also going to be doing a contest for incoming students that would like to submit art. And if they win, their art will be shown in the Mayer Museum. Being involved, we have over 40 clubs and organizations you can be a part of. And if you don't see something that is sparking your interest, you can actually create it yourself and make sure that you have a few other people committed to being involved with it, but you can create your own fun on top of campus as well. Being a part of tradition, one of the most popular things is the odds versus the evens, where just depending upon when you graduate, that's when you'll be able to participate in different games and walking up a certain set of steps just because you're odd or you're even. The most fun one that most people say is the show. I have not been a part of this yet. I'm working on my second year, but this next year will be the year that the show happens. And this is where you get to see a different side of your faculty and staff as they put on a talent show for you. So who knows what that can happen with that. As you can see, there's a lot of wacky costumes in this picture right here. All right. So we also encourage students to go beyond the red brick wall, whether that's going downtown and being a part of the historic downtown area, being a part of the intern research, where there's paid interns research over the summer, or using their RISE grant of $2,000 to study abroad. We have sent some students to the UK, Spain. We've even had a girl go to Greece to do whale watching. And I mean, if there's one place you could do whale watching, Greece would be a nice place. So this is the way you'll be able to become a Wildcat. It's just submitting your application. We are completely free. You have to send us your community college transcript. We look for at least 12 to 24 credit hours, at least 12 credit hours of semester work at a 2.5 GPA or higher. But we do a holistic review of everyone. Add us to your FAFSA. Also talk to your admission counselor, which would be Ms. Joy McGrath or Penelope Doss, or even me. Come visit campus, see what it's like, and then make your deposit. So thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. I hope I didn't run over time, and thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Scott. That was a great presentation on Randolph. All right, we're moving to our next school we're going to be hearing from, Emory and Henry College.
All right, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. My name is Amanda Bishop, and I am the Associate Director of Transfer Students here at Emory and Henry College. So here is a little bit about us. We are a private liberal arts college. We were founded in 1836. We're located in Southwest Virginia. We're actually the oldest higher education institution in Southwest Virginia. So here are some basic facts and figures about us. We have over 1,300 total students. We are a pretty small campus, as you can tell. We have around 1,100 undergraduate students, and then between 200 and 300 master's and doctoral level students. 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and our average class size is 13. So our students work very closely with our professors here. They get a lot of one-on-one attention and can really form some strong personal bonds there. We have over 90 academic majors and tracks that we offer for students, and 100% of our undergraduate students earn academic merit scholarships, which I'll discuss toward the end of this presentation. We have over 85 clubs, intramurals, and Greek organizations on campus. So chances are there is something for everyone to want to be a part of. And one of my favorite statistics about Emory and Henry is that 92% of the class of 2020 was either in graduate school or employed within 6 months of graduation. So given the crazy year that we had last year, I think that that's a very great statistic to have. Here is some information about our undergraduate programs. Let's see. Sorry about that. As you can tell on the left-hand side, again, those are our undergraduate programs. On the right-hand side, you'll find our graduate and professional degrees. The programs highlighted in yellow are the top 10 most popular majors. And then in terms of our graduate and professional degrees, many of those are on campus at our School of Health Sciences. See, there we go. This is located in Marion, Virginia, about 20 minutes away from our main campus. At this campus, we have a Master of Physician Assistant Studies, a Doctor of Physical Therapy, a Master and Doctor of Occupational Therapy, a Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, and then our School of Nursing, which offers a traditional BSN degree and an RN to BSN program. They are doing fantastic work at the School of Health Sciences, and we're really, really proud of them and our students. Emory and Henry College also has an equine studies degree. We offer a BA and a BS in equestrian studies. We also have some competitive riding teams as well and have won 21 national championships through our equestrian program here at Emory and Henry. If you are into the outdoors, Emory and Henry College is certainly a great place for you. We offer the only credit-bearing through hike program in the country with our Semester A Trail. So students can hike the Appalachian Trail for a full semester and earn 12 credit hours through Emory and Henry. We actually had 4 students transfer in to complete this program in spring of 2021, and usually we'll get at least a handful transfer in for the program every year. Even if you're not, that committed to hiking the entire Appalachian Trail, that's okay. If you just like to go on smaller hiking trips, camping, backpacking, biking, kayaking, fishing, any sort of fun outdoor activity, we schedule a lot of those through our outdoor program and the outdoor adventure team. Emory and Henry College has our Van Vlissingen Center for Career and Professional Development. We recently received a large grant from a donor to renovate our career center and really, rejuvenate some of those programs that we have. Our students here get great jobs and great internships. And as you can see here, this is a list of some of the places that our students have recently interned with or been employed at. So lots of really great places there. The application process is very simple. We only require a couple of items from our students. It is a free application as well. You can apply on the Emory and Henry website or through the Common App. Again, there is no application fee. We do not require letters of recommendation, essays, or test scores. The only other item in addition to the application form is your transcript. We also offer free transfer evaluations after students are admitted. As I mentioned earlier, 100% of our undergraduate students receive academic merit scholarships, and for transfer students, these range between $7,000 and $21,000 each year. We definitely have a commitment to making college affordable, and our tuition has not increased within the last 5 years. Our FAFSA code is listed there, and I always encourage students to file the FAFSA to get as much financial aid as possible. And finally, I would just like to wrap it up again with, restating that 92% of the class of 2020 was employed or in graduate school within 6 months. So here at Emory and Henry, we certainly invest in our students. We certainly hope that they succeed, and that we have the data to prove that as well. So here is the contact information for the Office of Admissions. I will drop my personal contact information in the chat. You are certainly welcome to come to campus for a visit as well. We are doing normal campus visits Monday through Friday, 2 times each day. I think we have a couple of weekend events scheduled either the remainder of the semester and in the spring semester as well. So please feel free and stop by. If you have any questions, please contact me. And thank you so much again for joining us this evening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amanda, for presenting on Emory and Henry. The next school that we're going to hear from is North Carolina State University.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Taylor Holland. I'm one of the Associate Directors of Undergraduate Admissions here at NC State University. I'm also the Transfer Student Coordinator. And I'm going to stop my video so you can concentrate on the slideshow, and we're going to go ahead and get going since the time is quick. For those of you who are not familiar with Raleigh, we are the state capital, and NC State's campus is 1 mile from downtown Raleigh. It's a work and play type of atmosphere. Serious companies and universities all over the place, and there's just a lot of great things to do outside as well. Also, we're known for our great restaurants developed by award-winning chefs, hundreds of bistros and restaurants nearby. Raleigh is actually listed as one of the 10 coolest places to eat in the United States. Lots of events. We have convention centers with fine arts programs. We have lots of music festivals and music concerts through our amphitheater programs, and downtown street festivals as well, including arts and crafts festivals, hopscotch music festivals, food truck festivals, you name it, we've got it. We even do collector car, antique, and performance car shows, motorcycle shows, and boat shows as well. Outdoors, we're known for our many parks, lakes with beaches, camping, trails, something for every indoor and outdoor recreational activity exists as well also. Lake Johnson's real nearby. Also, it has paved greenways for walking or jogging and trails for hiking and boat rentals, kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. And we're not far from my colleague down there at UNC Wilmington at beautiful Riceville Beach. It's exactly 2 hours. I've got to drive it early in the morning for a college fair down there tomorrow morning at the community college down in that area. And it's just a great place. A lot of our students go down there for the day and come on back. So Raleigh's in a great area, and you can see some great rankings right here as well. Experiential learning opportunities that exist for our students. We are known for our entrepreneurship. We have had over 176 startup and spinoff companies that have been created from undergraduate research, where our students are the owners of their own brand new companies before they will graduate with their degree. Ranked out of over 3,000 universities and colleges in the nation, NC State is number 10 nationwide for undergraduate entrepreneurship. Co-op opportunities and internships, they are available to all students of every single major. You can do a summer, a semester, or an entire year. They're all options with this program. And then you return to the university to finish your degree and cap off the beginnings of having even more fantastic career opportunities. Study abroad, we take it seriously. Hundreds of programs in over 60 countries to add international flair, degree credits for your NC State degree, and tools for your academic toolbox. Research, we are one of 2 public research intensive universities in the state. Our Office of Undergraduate Research supports and promotes discovery, inquiry, scholarship, and creativity-based research opportunities through mentored experiences with NC State faculty and other scholars and professionals. Undergraduate research and scholarships at NC State University can look a little different according to the discipline you're in, but regardless, students are gaining skills on how to create knowledge in their field. NC State offers research projects by department, individual courses, and even undergraduate research abroad opportunities. In addition to our campus resources, our location is pivotal. We're right near downtown. We have our Centennial campus, where there are 3 parts of our Centennial Biomedical campus, and Research Triangle Park. It's one of the most expansive research parks in the nation, right up there with Silicon Valley in California. And this is conducive for every undergraduate research opportunity for our students in every single one of our majors. These are the most popular majors everybody likes to know, and our academic colleges offer our over 24,000 undergrad students. We have 36,000 students in total if you count our master's and doctoral programs. But for our undergraduate, we have over studies, we have over 100 majors for our students to pursue at NC State. As you may or may not be familiar with, NC State is a major dependent institution in our admissions process. You choose your major as you're applying. On the screen, you can see the top 10 transfer majors for the fall of 2021. But please know that this is not an exhaustive list of our majors, as again, NC State offers many different majors and minors across our 10 academic colleges, all of which have a very popular following. And even though we are the largest university in the state, our average class size is approximately right at 25 to 35 students, and our student to teacher ratio is 17:1. And we're approximately 51% female, 49% male as well with our student body. Next up, what we look for in the application process. All transfer applicants should have at least 30 transferable college credit hours, including specific coursework, math, sciences, maybe Englishes, maybe sciences, competitive GPA based on the major you're applying for. Meeting these strong recommendations does not necessarily guarantee admission, but it does set you up to be considered a competitive applicant in the review process. Your GPA, we will recalculate it, your overall GPA based on all transferable types of courses you've attempted in your college career. There's not a maximum amount of hours that you can transfer in, but you need to be careful. You must complete at least 25% of the degree work or more in order to graduate from NC State. For engineering, for example, you have to complete the last 48 credit hours of the final 60 credit hour layout in order to graduate from any of their programs. Courses repeated at previous institutions are calculated with the original grades earned, and we will exclude the 2 lowest grades in your college career below a C- when calculating the overall cumulative GPA from all transferable coursework attempted outside of NC State. But we will be looking for those excellent grades in the strongly recommended courses. Your major-specific coursework to be strongly competitive. The most competitive applicants will have the 30 transferable credit hours or more with the correct strongly recommended courses for the major prior to submitting an application for admissions. Courses in progress will be considered, but those who have exceeded the strongly recommended coursework for their major of interest prior to applying could have a stronger competitive edge. Your accomplishments and involvement outside the classroom, because of the heavy emphasis on academic preparation, enrichment activities should complement the major you're applying for if you have that chance. Some of those enrichment activities are anything you do outside of the classroom, including jobs, military experience, clubs, community service, community work, honor societies, and so on. Your interest in the program you're applying for, recommended coursework, and that competitive GPA are determined by your program of interest. You will apply into your major of interest on the admissions application, and we do look for those recommended courses, related courses, and activity work if you have that chance. So with that, interest essay will be required. Other than that, it's basically all there. We've got these.
Taylor, we're reaching the end of your 6 minutes right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
Okay,
okay.
well,
The time just flies by. So I want to make sure you are able to not to forget to put your contact information in the chat so everyone
all
can
they got
that.
all they got to do is take a picture of that, and you've got everything you need. We thank you so much.
Awesome.
Take care and have a nice night.
Thank you so much, Taylor, for presenting on North Carolina State University. We're
Thank
on
you.
to our 6th school. We're going to be hearing from Florida Memorial University.
Hi, good night, everyone. I am Dr. Clyde Lewis. I'm with Florida Memorial University in Miami, Florida. I am going to multitask and share my screen as I introduce myself. So Florida Memorial is located in Miami, Florida, so South Florida. Some of the major landmarks for us would be South Beach. We're just close enough that you can enjoy it, but far enough away that you don't get caught up in the traffic. A very diverse area, South Florida. We have a very big Latin American influence, Caribbean influence, and that is definitely represented on our campus. In terms of who we are an HBCU. We were established in the year 1879, so we've been around for quite some time. Now, since our inception, we've had several notable alumni, one of which I'll highlight is Barrington Irving. He's the youngest and first Black person to fly solo around the globe in an aircraft. In terms of why is that significant, we actually have an aviation program. So that's one of our niche majors. We share an airport, a fence with an airport, I should say. So we have an air traffic control tower on campus as well as an aircraft. Some of our other popular majors would be education, criminal justice, law and government, business, biology. So we do have things in the STEM fields, technology, the sciences, but we're also very big with education and criminal justice. In terms of how credits transfer, we're very transfer credit friendly. And in the event that a course does not transfer in for some reason, you would just need to provide us with a syllabus or syllabi, and we'll look to see if we can reevaluate the courses that you've submitted to us. In terms of what will transfer, any college level credit with a C or better is transferable for us, and it is acceptable for transfer credit, but you must complete at least 50% of your major here at Florida Memorial. In terms of the total number of credits we'll accept 90 credits for transfer. But again, 50% of your major must be completed here with us at Florida Memorial. In terms of scholarship opportunities for transfer students, we do have a presidential honors scholarship, which covers full tuition. You would have to have a perfect 4.0. Academic excellence also covers full tuition, but that would be without Women Board. That starts at a 3.5, and then 1 semester's worth of tuition would be at a 3.25. That's the academic achievement scholarship. All of the scholarships below that would be things specific to Florida residents. So if for any reason you're a Florida resident or you're dependent of a Florida resident, you would be eligible for any of these grants listed below. In terms of our overall costs, we're very modestly priced for a private school, right around $12,000 per year for tuition, $4,000 for fees. With room and board, the total cost of attendance is going to be around $24,000. That includes your room and board, meals, health insurance, anything you would need to transition into life as a student. Now, our admission process is fairly straightforward. We have no application fee. Again, we're on the common application. We also have an internal application on our website. We would require transcripts from all colleges or universities you've attended. If you've earned at least 24 credits, we will not need your high school transcripts. Given that we're test optional, there is no scenario within which we would need your test scores unless you wanted to provide them for placement purposes. We would use test scores for placement in math or in English. In terms of what our campus is like, we do have a residential campus. So we have your traditional fraternities, sororities, Greek life, clubs and organizations. We do have football. We're NAIA as a football team. We just won our homecoming game, which is exciting for us. It's our first homecoming game ever. We were able to pull off a victory. Some fun things to do on campus. We do have, again, junior varsity sports, which is fairly unique to us. So if you're not, quite as gifted as some of our athletes, you do have the opportunity to participate in some of our junior varsity sports. In terms of what campus life is like, For students, we're a 16 to 1 faculty to student ratio. So you're going to find that your class sizes are right around 18 to 20 students. We are a minority majority institution. So, you do have the ability to embrace diversity, but again, that diversity is not going to be in just the way people look, but it's in the way people think, speak, embrace ideas, and are willing to share their culture with you. We also welcome you to come to campus, come for a visit. And again, it's free to apply. We would just need your transcripts and the application. We are actively rendering admission decisions. So should you apply and provide transcripts, it's our goal to get you a decision within 72 hours. And that's the end of my speed dating session.
That's a good way to describe it, Dr. Lewis. Thank you so much. All right. Well, we still have a few minutes together. I want to make sure that all of our attendees can grab that contact information from the chat, brainstorm if they have any last minute questions. So I'd love to invite each of our representatives back on screen to come on camera. We're going to answer a question, a live Q&A together. We are going to go in the same order. So we're going to start with Radford, work our way to Florida Memorial. When the person ahead of you finishes, feel free to just turn on your microphone and answer the question. And we'll just go from person to person, round robin style. I won't call on you in between. All right, so the question, you all are pros and the best people with a lot of advice for students, but especially for the transfer process. And there are so many questions with that. So I'd love to hear from each of you a top tip, a piece of advice that you have for someone going through the transfer process. Opal?
That's a great question. So my advice would be to submit your admissions application materials early, as well as your FAFSA, because you don't want to miss out on any scholarship deadlines. You don't want to miss out on any financial aid deadlines. I actually have another piece of advice as well. Pay attention to your transfer credit evaluation. A lot of schools allow students to appeal their credit evaluation. So if you are not receiving specific course credit, or if something isn't transferring in, you guys do have the right to contact that institution so that we can take another look at the evaluation to see, maybe if it was a mistake, maybe it was an outdated course that's built in the system. Often for Radford, we will encourage students to submit the course syllabi so that we can work with our department chairs to see if we can get specific course credit. So our goal is to try and maximize the number of specific course credits that students are receiving. So advocate for yourselves.
My advice here at UNCW would be to get connected. If you have questions, get connected directly with an admissions coordinator from your university. We are not just scary people who only review applications. We are here to help make the admissions process as smooth as possible for you guys.
And both of you all took both of my pieces of advice. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one a different route. Find your fit. Understand what your fit is. If your fit is a big classroom, definitely look at the bigger universities. If your fit is a smaller classroom, look at the smaller universities. But also get everything in early as possible for those scholarship opportunities, because those scholarship opportunities are completely different from freshmen scholarship opportunities coming in as a freshman. So find your fit, find your fit. That's my main piece of things.
I absolutely agree with everything that's already been said, of course. I would have to say, especially echoing Abigail, contact your admissions counselor, your transfer coordinator. That's absolutely what we're here for. We are happy to walk you through any step of the process, and definitely start early as well. Take those campus tours, tune into these virtual events, and really see what suits you the best. But definitely get in touch with your transfer coordinators for sure.
Two quick pieces. Anything? That's the first time I've ever been cut off in a 6x6. Darn it! I thought I was going to make it. Anyway, definitely go visit the campuses. See it busy during the week. But another big thing has happened since the pandemic started, and that's when people start taking campus self-guided tours during the weekend, and especially on Sundays. It's really wild how people are touring, and it's happening now. And I think it's going to continue. They want to see what the campus is like when it's library, to the cafeteria, or to meet a friend at the residence hall. They want to see how they feel about walking around, even a big campus or a small campus. Everybody's quiet during the weekends most of the time. And then second of all, don't follow your friends. Your best friend's going to go somewhere and they're like, come with me and everything like that. No, and everything. And don't necessarily, here's the thing. You can go to the nation's #1 ranked school for what you want to do. And if you don't feel great there, as Mr. Cooper said right there, you're not going to do all that great. Find that fit, because if you're not going to do all that great, things are going to go down, 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 down. And that just became the worst ranked school for you from your own soulful ranking. And that's the most important one. You choose a college, the two top 1, 2, 3, 4 colleges that are known for producing strong graduates for what you want to do. And you find those colleges, go see them, and when you feel good and you like, I see this as my second home. This is where I fit. This is my second family. You have found your school. Don't follow your friends, follow your soul.
And I'll be really quick. I would say do not limit yourself because you're a transfer student. It's not a label. This should not be a transactional experience for you. It should be transformational. All of us on this screen have fully embraced that you all succeed at a higher rate, you graduate at a higher rate, you persist at a higher rate, and you add a lot of value to our campuses with your experience. So, command the attention you deserve, because we all want to help you, and we all are your champions. That's why we're here.
One thing I love is when the tips and advice are coming out, when you see the heads nod. So I just want to tell everyone watching, like, this is how you really know. This is a great range of schools with so much to offer. And you have all of these different transfer coordinators and counselors nodding their head when, FAFSA, find your fit, all this advice. So I really hope you take it to heart to help you navigate the process that's ahead of you for sure. All right, so we have reached the end of our time. First of all, thank you to all of our representatives for being here. You represented not just your schools with those facts, the figures, the deadlines, but the passion, the excitement you have for your students' experiences in and out of the classroom. For everyone who's watching, we hope this is helping you in your college search process. And maybe there's one school or a state that drew you to this event, but we hope that you're now thinking, I've got 6 schools that I need to check out more, that I really need to investigate, and maybe get out there and visit, use those virtual tools and check it out. Now, when you close your window, there's going to be a very quick survey. It's 5 questions. We hope that you'll answer it. We appreciate any advice that you can, feedback that you can provide us. We also encourage you to check back and sign up for more sessions later tonight. We have a few more rounds following this. And don't forget, you'll find this session's recording and all of the session recordings at the same website where you register, strivescan.com/Virginia. Thanks again, everyone, for being here, and have a wonderful night. All the best to you and your family in the year ahead.